What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by to another segment of Dazzled or Disappointed. I feel like that's all I've been throwing at you guys lately, and I am sorry for that. I do have a plan to release a few other videos. I have a friend who gave me the idea of doing some videos for like showdowns, you know, for battle of the products, and so those are going to be coming your way very, very soon. But there is, like I said before, so much holiday stuff that's coming out that I feel like there really is nothing other than Dazzled or Disappointed here in the very near future. So hopefully you're enjoying these just as much as I am enjoying them, enjoying making them for you. So today is going to be on the Cover FX The Perfect Light Highlighting Powder. And so I bought the shades Sunlight and Moonlight. And I think these have been around for a while. I feel like they re-promoted them because Sephora is showing them as new. They're not new. I think they're just being re-promoted because of the success that the custom enhancer drops had. Those were so successful that I think they have brought these out as re-promotes on the heels of that. Especially because of the names. One is Sunlight, one is Moonlight. I am not educated on this enough to tell you if that's what they were named before. But like I said, if you look them up on the Sephora website, they are showing up as new. And so, you know, if you weren't aware that they were available before, you know, you'd think it was a brand new product. But I noticed that several brands are kind of re-promoting different things. And so, so yeah, now's a good time to pick them up, test them out, see if you like them. Or you can watch the video first, the Dazzled or Disappointed, and see if the product is really right for you. So let's go ahead and dig right into these products. So the packaging comes in a silver compact. I like the color. The packaging is plastic. It's nothing. It's super light, lighter than what I thought. I am wearing the shade Moonlight today. The sun is kind of going down, so I don't know if you're going to be able to see it as much right now, but as usual, on the top points of my cheeks, down my nose. Let's go ahead and swatch these, and then I'll go into what Sephora is describing them as. If you watched my Sephora haul from about a week ago or so, my first impression was kind of like, yeah, you know, at first swatch, I just didn't know if I was super crazy about them. They come in, like I showed before, a simple box like this. Sunlight and Moonlight are what I picked up. There is another one that's a deeper color. Like I've said before, I really like it when companies do that because it gives people the option based on their skin tone on what highlight is best for them, as opposed to a universally flattering shade, which sometimes I don't feel like that's really true. You know, you can't have something universally flattering if it's going to be, you know, amazing on a very fair skin tone as opposed to a real deep skin tone. And so I do like when they give those, or when they put out those different tiers, I guess you could say, the different shades, and that way everyone can choose what is right for them. So let's compare these side by side. This is what they look like. This one is in the shade Moonlight. This one is in the shade Sunlight. Let me go ahead and give you swatches. So in swatching them, I feel like they almost look so similar. Like basically if you buy one, there is absolutely no need to buy another. That's what they look like on my hand. Let me swatch, or on my fingers, let me swatch them on my hand. That's what they look like. Now, I hope it comes off on camera. This is not your gelée type formula that's going to be super intense. This is going to be more, I would probably consider this more on the scale in the middle. You know, it's not super intense and it's not, you know, very subtle, almost not there type thing. I wore it today when I was applying it. Like I said, in my haul, I was kind of like, meh. Based on first impression, I would probably return them. But a lot of times you don't know until you actually use the product whether it's amazing or not. So I did try them out. Like I said, I'm wearing Moonlight today. And so upon application, I was like, okay, these actually perform way better than swatching. As I'm putting them on my face, I could see the highlight was truly there. I feel like Dazzled, or, you know, when you're dazzled by something, this is my version or my definition of being dazzled by something. You take it out of the box, you are absolutely wowed. You swatch it, you're like, oh my gosh, this is the best thing ever. You use it one time, oh my goodness, this performs better than anything. And then you use it a couple more times and it still performs consistently. So upon initial swatch and upon seeing something initially, if you are not absolutely taken aback, if you're not dazzled, to me that's really not being dazzled. And so I wasn't super thrilled when I took them out of the box and swatched them. I thought it performed pretty well. But as you know, I like full-on glow. I like very intense, and this just isn't giving that intensity that I would prefer. Now, that does not mean that this is a bad product or that people, that y'all may not be dazzled by it, but I personally was disappointed. I had high hopes for these, especially, I mean, again, when you're comparing something to like the custom enhancer drops, nothing's ever going to compare, so why even try? So this is actually going to be perfect for people who like that medium intensity, not looking for that, you know, bomb glowing, you know, I've got like an LED light on my face type thing. This will probably be right up your alley. I think people are going to really, really like this, and in fact, the reviews on Sephora.com it's 5 stars all around. And so, people are apparently really loving these. Again, I was disappointed, but I have certain, you know, we each have those things we like in a highlight. And of course, you need those more subtle highlights for those occasions where you don't need something really, you know, electric on your face. But I just feel like I have so many subtle ones that at $34 a pop, it just was not, it wasn't worth it for me. So I'm sad to say I was so disappointed by these. Again, my disappointment will not translate to disappointment for everybody because I really, really do think it is a good product, it's good quality, and I think a lot of people are going to love it. I just was not one of those individuals. So I do want to give you a couple of comparisons to a few other highlights along the same shade range so that you can see how they compare. So let me get those swatched and I'll be right back. Hopefully you can see these. I hope I did a good job swatching them because my light is quickly disappearing. And so the first two right here are the Cover FX highlights. And then moving on, we have got the Anastasia So Hollywood. The next one is MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the ever so classic Soft and Gentle. So I would say it's most comparable to that. However, Soft and Gentle is probably a step up from these two Cover FX. It's still got a little bit more pigment, it's got a little bit more shine, a little bit more glow, but that's probably what I'd say it's closest to from what I have in my collection. And then the last two are Becca. One of them is Opal and the last one is Champagne Pop. So that is how they compare. You're gonna notice the Cover FX are the least, the word that most comes to mind is BAM. You know, they're the least BAM out of all of these. And so for those of you wanting kind of a middle ground, these Cover FX will work perfectly for you. Like I said, it was not for me. It wasn't right up my alley. If I'm paying $34 for something, it's because right out of the box I want to be like, oh my gosh, this is incredible. I am so excited. This is what makes me happy. This is what makes me love makeup. And that just didn't do it for me. So this was a disappointment for me. I am sad to say. Let me give you a quick overview of what Sephora has them listed as. It says it is a silky pressed highlighting powder that's perfect for all over illumination and strobing. Ultrafine pearls ensure a refined glow that never looks glittery on the skin, and that is true. I don't see glitter in here at all. This powder has a creamy texture that is ultra blendable and never looks dry. Available in 3 global shades, it ensures that every skin tone can find their perfect highlight so that you can achieve the most radiant, light reflecting glow. This powder can also be swept across the shoulders for a buttery skin finish. So that's something I really have to remember. Oh my goodness. I never remembered to put highlight like right here. I need to start doing that on top of my shoulders. Anyways, that was just a little reminder for me. But that's what the overview is on Sephora. Like I said, they're $34. There are about 7 reviews on the product right now, and it's got 5 stars. So it is obviously a very, very good product, just not meant for me. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Before I let you go, let me give you the verse of the day. I can't let you go without giving you that. And today is going to be from Hebrews 13, verse 6, and it says, "So we say with confidence, the Lord is my helper, I will not be afraid. What can mere mortals do to me?" I know there's a lot of chaos in the world. It can cause you to be afraid. Don't be afraid, because as long as you trust in Christ, that's all you need. I hope this verse has encouraged you, but I hope this video, I've hoped you found it helpful, and I will be back very, very soon with another Dazzled or Disappointed. Bye, take care.